the way, today was a good stream. I'm honestly, like, I had a lot of fun. Some really good monster fights and stuff.
Yeah, it's just good to get back into the rhythm of it because it's been so long.
I honestly think this is, like, the best way to do it because we're doing, like, back-to-back combat. And it's really nice to be able to get back into the swing of things in the combat system.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, you know, as we already talked about, like, it's gameplay. It's a game that is gameplay first, story.
I knew that going in. Yeah.
So, get back into it by focusing on where the game is at its strongest. Because to me, the biggest positives of this game are the combat and the exploration, and then animation, like graphical quality, which is,
I can agree.
You know, secondary.
Got a kinship. You're supercharged. You're gonna go power.
Hello, Wolfie2 Plays. Welcome to the stream.
Oh, Wolfie, welcome to the stream. First time. Nice to see ya. Alright, knockdown. Good time for a kinship, I think. It is a level 1 kinship, but that's fine.
It doesn't. You're gonna crit.
Knockdown is. I know that was the point I was getting at. Knockdown is worth it.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what level your kinship is.
I bet the level thing isn't really like a big multiplier.
No, I mean it can be, but it's like because a lot of the time in the first game you would cause a knockdown when you were at level 2 kinship, and level 2 on a crit does more than level 3 normally. So I'm conditioned to monsters knocked over. You have the kinship skill. You use it. You're gonna do maximum damage.
Going for Nagakuga, okay.
And he's back to speed. Because you knocked him over, so that resets the pattern. He's going for technical on his own, so you don't have to switch him out.
I know. I'm just kind of debating. Yeah, I'll keep you in for this one. Oh, nice crit.
And you're not going to die to that Thunder Fist, because you probably would otherwise.
Are you using Narakuga against Zinogre? It matched the pattern before?
He's saying that because he's looking at it elementally. Narakuga's weak to lightning.
He's back to technical, right?
He's back to speed, so you want to go technical. Yeah, Zampiros is a good switch here, because then you get the elemental and the tendency.
I got one charge. I don't have enough kinship for that, it's fine. Work on breaking this tail. So nice. You're going for a potion, that's good. This doesn't matter because you're charging. I just want this charge slash damage.
Yeah, this will do a good amount.
Now that I know, no wide slash unless you're AoE attacking. Oh yeah, beautiful. I missed that.
Yeah. And there's just not a lot of AoE moments during the story.
It doesn't seem like that. Only normal battles. Bosses mostly seem like a a 4v1 kind of deal.
Yeah. That's kind of the generic thing. So in the first game, AoEs were a lot better because AoEs would hit every single part. because the part was like treated as a separate health bar instead of like the way it works here. So AoEs got kind of neutered in this game in that regard because they just can't target parts at all.
Oh, you're riding on. Perfect. Ruling yet? No. Actually, you are. I'm gonna hold off, though, on the paintball.
You can see the health bar, so you know how much time you have before you need to throw the paint. You can save it.
I just like to get used to seeing if he drools in case I'm fighting something for the first time.
Yeah. And I mean they all have different animations depending on the species. So like when you fight Stygians and Ogre or Thunderlords and Ogre, it's gonna look exactly like that because it's the same exact base model. But you know, on something, you know, like a Diablos, it's gonna look very different. But it is always good to try and pick up on what the drooling animations are for each of the monsters.
Please get the tail. Tail.
Wolfie, that's not true. You can, it's just a percentage base, and throwing the paintball brings it up to 55%. So it's, and I don't think blind is the retreat condition for Zinogre in this game. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with ice attacks.
Ba-ba-ba-bum. Alright, we good, we good. No, Vinny, the tail! Always go for the tail! Man, I wish I had a kinship. I might be able to get one before, his turn. Alright, there we go. Got the tail.
Yeah.
Oh, nice with the crit. Let's go.
Yeah, Wolfie, the retreat condition is using an ice weapon to kill him while he's blast blighted, which you just can't do feasibly at this point in the game. So
you
it
should
really
die from this trio of attacks. Probably should have had Zamtrios use Ice Spear just to be safe. Oh, you guys got the double speed attack? You're done. Are you kidding me? This game actually hates me. Oh wait, it's retreating. Okay, cool. You know what I thought? I thought once they fell down that it was like you didn't get the retreat, but that's good.
Yeah, Wolfie, they changed like all of the retreat conditions from the original. I don't think there's any that are like the same.
Finally, this game gives me some good luck.
Yeah. No, I was gonna be shocked if you didn't get a retreat.
Well, I mean, I fought Tigrex like 3 times and didn't get anything.
I fought Tigrex 3 times and didn't get it, so I'm like, you gotta get it now.
Alright, well, joke's on the game because I like Zinogre more than Tigrex. But I will get Tigrex at some point.
I would just wait until the next area.
I'm just not gonna bother. Because, like, we've done so much fighting, I want to at least move on the story a little bit and head to the next location. So, you know.
You didn't grab the egg. You need to go back and grab the egg.
Oh, right. Hopefully the den's still there.
It should be.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't despawn until you actually,
I was so used to
go.
losing or not getting the retreat, so that's why I went back to the village. He still be here. If the den's not here, I'll lose it. It's not here, is it?
I'm not seeing it on the map. Go to the big map.
No, it's not here.
Ooh.
Oh, let's do this again. Hopefully I get it.
Raptor, you're gonna clip that, right?
I hate you all. This playthrough's over. We're done.
Hey,
Why'd I come back to this game?
I said don't leave, and there was a delay between our call and what I see on stream.
Yeah, excuses. Hate it all.
And then you forgot the hot mix again. Yeah, Zinogre is a really good carry in both stories games, and also it's just like it's a really good electric type. So that's why we're trying to get it for Nova, because he doesn't have access to any electric types right now, and he likes the design.
Design above all else, and also type diversity, but design is above all else.
Yeah,
Spreading out
Zenogre
types is secondary.
No, Raptor, in this situation, we blame you just because you're here. It's not my fault.
When don't we blame Raptor? Just always.
We blame you when you lurk, we blame you when you don't lurk. It's your fault.
Active. Yeah. Honestly, now that that happened, I don't mind this being like, I mean, I hope we get it again, but I'm not sure. We'll see.
That's the thing, is it's like, oh god, now we have to do another coin flip. We'll have to beat it and then do another coin flip.
Yeah, unfortunately. Is that dang Tigrex that I, like, didn't get it so many times, so I'm just like, oh, leave. Whatever, it's all done with. She was Avinia healing me? I should have looked at what she was doing. Ugh! Dang it! I'll take the L, that was on me. But I'm so upset.
Yeah, I think retreating is cool and all, but I'm so happy that you don't have to rely on it to get anything in the post game, because that would be so annoying. Post game, they make it really easy to get the eggs you want. Well, they make it easy to get the species that you want most of the time, but the actual genes that you want from the gene farm is not. I know that from very much experience.
Supercharge. I'm just gonna save your kinship, honestly. I'm not even doing the charge thing anymore. I should be doing that.
Yeah, don't use charge cut. Use charge slash.
Oh, no,
Oh wait, no, you have.
I've been normal attacking the whole time.
Oh, well, and also I think you're using the hunting horn, aren't you? Yeah.
Oh right, because yeah, because I have hunting horn set as my main sword. Whatever, it's fine. Supercharge. Well, it doesn't matter because you're not even aggroing to me.
Raptor, I said that was the one achievement I didn't care about. I'm not filling up the Book of Genes. I just do it for my build.
That sounds like a huge time sink I don't want to invest in.
Yeah, but that's like Monster Hunter in general. Like when we start getting into like armor builds, it's the same thing. It's not as bad though, I think. It's a little less RNG in my opinion. I feel like, especially with Rise, it was harder in the older ones, but in Rise you can usually pretty reliably get all the parts that you need for armor sets in less than 5 hunts most of the time. It depends. There's some of those 1% item drops that I'm just thinking about Magnum Hollow again. Getting that
I know a
stupid
thing
ore.
or two about RNG. I suffered 200 hours of platinuming Dragon Quest Heroes 2, and the gist of that is it's very RNG focused.
See, personally, Raptor, I would say that farming genes in Monster Hunter Stories 2 is better use of your time than trying to get every single Digimon medal in Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory. No, it's yeah. I think I like said that like if it happened, it happened with that achievement. But like I have every other achievement in the game, so I don't really care about getting that last one just because it is so annoying. And there's like small genes that I'm missing, which I'm not necessarily farming for. And, yeah, I'm like not far off, but I also just don't want to grind for it. It's not worth it. Just for a little achievement. I got my 165 hours out of the game. I'll probably put in another good chunk when I do post game with Nova, and you know it's still one of my favorite games of the whole time.
Speed when he's uncharged or technical? I think it's technical, right?
Speed when he's uncharged.
Speed, okay. So
you go.
Zamtrios. Have enough for the thing. Oh no, I'm already charged. Perfect. Oh, because I went kinship. Right. Okay. Go with the charged cut.
No, I wasn't saying that you were doing the Digimon Metal thing, but I just remember you telling me that story.
Raptor doesn't even have a PS4. He wouldn't be able to if he wanted.
Yeah. No, well, he could still do it. He just wouldn't get the PlayStation.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I would have to really, a game would have to be one of my favorites. If I don't get a platinum trophy out of the game and I chose to do it, I would just have to like really like the game, and it would have to be not super tedious.
Yeah, I honestly don't care about platinums. Like
That's
the reason I buy things on like when I determine if I'm gonna get it on my PlayStation or my Switch is really, do I think that I would enjoy playing this game in handheld mode? That kind of determines what console I get it on if it's available on both.
That's fair.
Oh right, you have a Vita, so you did have access to this trophy.
Oh yeah, Vita has trophies. I forgot.
Yeah, you would know all about that, Mr. New Vita owner to play one game.
Right, yeah. Honestly, best $170 I spent.
Yeah, no, honestly, like, for what you got, it's pretty cheap. Like, if I found a cheap Vita, I might do it just to get Heartstar, but I'm not gonna, like, search for it.
House of Hearts was a good game. It was very, like, if I had to best describe it, it was a high-tier Tales game. It wasn't, like, it's not one of my favorites, but it's high-tier, and I see how high-tier it is.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, you already made a pledge that you were gonna do all the mainline ones, and it was, like, just that and Legendia left that were translated.
Yeah, exactly. When you start platinuming, I don't recall you mentioning that. I wasn't always a platinum trophy hunter. The first platinum trophy I've ever gotten was Final Fantasy VII Remake back when it released around. So probably around, it came out in April. So probably around like the summer of 2020 is when I got my first platinum. Because I love the game so much, and the way I see platinum trophies is like getting more mileage out of the game. So I was like, dude, I'm gonna go for this. So I did, and then I got the platinum trophy in that, and then I started getting them in other games. The rest is history. But I am not one of the people who's like, oh, this is a super easy game, like a $1 game. Let's get a platinum trophy just to get it. I mostly do it for games I love. Alright, that was our first heart, so we're doing good.
Yeah, I think like achievements are cool, like, because I would not have done like the pull-up mini game like side quest thing in Final Fantasy VII Remake if it didn't give like a trophy, or like the whack-a-box, or like all those like little side things. I'd like just wouldn't have touched them if there was no trophy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not like, oh, I need to get a platinum in this game before I pick up another game. Like, I'd rather be like, okay, here's like most of what this game offers. I've had my fun. Like, I want to move on to something.
It's mostly just something I do as I play a game. Like if I'm playing a game normally and I'm like, oh, I'm close to getting the platinum anyway, I might as well get it. Like, you know, like, if there's a game I'm playing, I'm like, Tales of Arise, I guess, is a good example, although it's a Tales game. But, when I played Tales of Arise, I got most of the trophies, like, just by playing the game, and I was like, oh, basically doing all the content in that game is getting the trophy, and I was like, the only trophy I needed to do, like, after I finished was the level 100 trophy, so I was like, hey, I'll go out of my way for it. It doesn't seem to be too much trouble. But mostly for games like I enjoy, like Scarlet Nexus, for example. I think I have like 50% of the trophies in that game, but that game was very like meh to find. So I don't feel the need to be like, oh, I'm gonna get this trophy.
Yeah, I still have Scarlet Nexus.
Save your time. It's not like a terrible game, but like with your backlog, you're better off just working on your other backlog.
No, but the priority for my backlog, like not including Sunbreak because like that's non-negotiable, is Tales of. Then I think Xenoblade. Those are probably like the big two. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm good on Final Fantasy VII. Like, I'm not gonna touch the remake until I'm really like, yeah, I want to go back and play through hard mode. But I don't think I'm gonna have to switch that itch for a while.
That's fair. Yeah, honestly, a lot of people think I hate Scarlet Nexus. Not the case. I'm glad I played through it. It was kind of like a one and done game is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Like, I played it once, and that's really saying something because the game is meant to be played kind of twice because there's Yuito and Kasane. But, you know, it was not good enough, especially right away. Maybe eventually, but it was not good enough for me to want to be like, oh, I want to play Kasane's story now.
Yeah, no, I remember, like, talking to you about it because I showed up to when you did the very first playthrough. And the combat looked really interesting, and I think, like, both you and Lone Wolf have said, oh, like, the combat's really fun, like, but the rest of the story, like, the rest of the game's kind of meh. So, like, the reason I went and got it was because I was like, oh, this combat looks really fun.
Story, like, yeah, it starts off interesting, like, the premise is neat, and the characters look like they're gonna be interesting, but then the mid-game is, like, a bunch of kind of nothing, like, nothing really happens, and then the end game is, like, some cool stuff, but like it's a little convoluted towards the end, so like the story's kind of all over the place. And then the characters, other than Yuito and Kasane, who are kind of cool protagonists, the other characters just don't really get their moments, or you don't really attach to them, and even the Bond episodes don't do all that much for them.
Yeah.
And the combat was fun, but I think by the final dungeon I was kind of sick of it, especially because you couldn't run from most fights, and the combat was very samey after a while, even though it was a lot of flash and it was really cool to throw around stuff with psychokinesis powers.
Yeah. I think the more that I started playing Monster Hunter, the more I've appreciated combat systems in like different games. I think that was like, because it's just a game where it's like, oh, you have to like actually think about what you're doing and like make a really good plan, and then when that plan like goes awry, like you still need to like have a backup plan or improvise something good that you can maybe make work, and maybe what ends up working is not what you expected. And so I think that gave me kind of a deeper analysis from like, oh, like this is the combat system I think I'll enjoy, sort of thing.
By the way, I just used the paintball, but I almost forgot. Like, while we were talking, I was like, oh, crap, I have to use it. I just used it now, though.
Yeah, I didn't even notice either.
Thunderbugs! That did not happen before.
It did, you just weren't paying attention.
And
that killed you.
No, I know, that was my last heart. Are you sure that happened?
Yeah, Thunderbug Strike is one of his attacks that he does like that.
Oh, Wolfie Play, thanks for following. I saw you followed 6 minutes ago. Thanks so much, dude. Really appreciate it. These streams happen on Tuesdays around 6 o'clock if you want to catch Monster Hunter stories specifically. I play a lot of RPGs as my main focus. Well, this is an RPG. But, like, this happens on Tuesdays, 6 EST, give or take. Oh, do I want to try that again? I honestly think I'm just going to try it for the rest of the stream, because like I don't think we can make much progress in the story anyway, and we can just hard focus story next stream.
Yeah, I mean, and like as I said, the story's kind of boring right now. It's like, oh, we have to do this subquest to get this windmill piece, and then we do this subquest to get this windmill piece, and you like learn a little bit about a video log. Like it's like stuff that you've seen, but you still got like another like 30 to 40 minutes of it. I would say.
Yeah. It did the last time I killed a Vinia. I don't remember that. Maybe it was. Maybe I did see it, but like I don't know. He probably did that in the first attempt, but not the second, because I don't remember.
No, he definitely did it in the second one.
Maybe it was the first one. I don't even know.
He did it in the first one. I think you died too quickly. Because I'm pretty sure you died to Thunder Fist in the first attempt.
Well, chat, I hope you all like watching me fight Zinogre, because that's what we're doing for the rest of today.
Hey, it's a Monster Hunter game. There wouldn't be Monster Hunter without you fighting the same monster over and over and over again and not getting the one thing you need.
This game is like... I get what you're saying. This is fun. Like, the game is fun and these fights are fun, but this is definitely like what I don't like when I have to keep fighting them over and over again consecutively.
It does get tiring after a while. Like, that's why I would never do speedrunning. Like, speedrunning, they will fight the same monster constantly until they can get the time as quickly as they can. But,
yeah,
I mean, yeah, like some of those guys that like perfect like the speedruns on a particular monster, I'm like, no, I need variety. So it's like, if it's like, okay, I cannot progress to the next monster because I need like X equipment, which requires me to fight, you know, an Anjanath 5 times until I get the mantle, so be it. But it's not like what I want to do like day to day playing the game.
Yeah, like, especially for a playthrough like this, it's really gonna be a little tedious. But you know,
yeah,
I want the monsters.
I mean, it's different with like this right now because you know the main story is very single player focused. With post game, grinding becomes fun because we'll actually be fighting together for a lot of it. The Elder's Lair is still single player, but everything else is multiplayer. So you know, it's like us working together, and you know, there's a bit more banter. I'm more involved, and I'm more closely following what's going on because I'm playing with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think mainline Monster Hunter grinding's really fun because you can just get like 3 of your friends together and you're all like goofing off and doing a bunch of things. But
I'm definitely having fun. Like it's not like, oh, terrible, I want to stop playing for today, but like, it's, I don't know. Definitely like it does get tiring to fight the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, because I did gene farming a bunch. And the annoying thing is, like, when you fight the same monster, like, 4 times in a row, and you don't get, like, nearly as many genes as you want. Yeah, do the charge slash, not the cut. The slash is the one that you... But, yeah. I mean, it's all about balance, right? It's like, you can do it for a while at least, but then, there's definitely, like, a point where it gets a little excessive and you get tired of it.
You're a little charged, so you go for technical here. I'm gonna charge up first.
Equal power.
Oops. Wrong bet. Button press. I have half an hour in stream. I actually am hungry.
I know, I still need to make lunch for work tomorrow, but I might have a little snack or something when we're done. Cause yeah, I got back from work, took a shower, talked to my parents for a little bit, and then like had a quick dinner, and it was already almost 6. So I was like, oh.
I barely even had. I didn't really have a dinner. I had like a little like at 3 or 4 o'clock. I ate something like a little microwavable lunch, really quick.
I mean, I had a microwave dinner, so it's not like I really had.
Yeah. charge.
He's still technical, so he's still good power.
He's gonna do Thunder Supercharge though.
Oh, Genius, grinding Soul Seer is a pain. Me and Raptor can tell you all about that because we were doing Soul Seer together.